Welcome to this episode of Hip Hop History. This week we are going to talk about another duo, this one from Virginia Beach, Virginia. This duo happens to actually be brothers, Gene and Terrence Thornton. Clipse remained active from 1994 to 2010, known for most of the group's duration as Malice and Pusha T. Pusha T was originally known as Terror during the group's early years, while Malice was originally known as Malicious and changed his stage name to No Malice in 2012 following a conversion to Christianity. The Thornton brothers were born in the Bronx, and in 1979 their family moved to Virginia Beach. It was there that the brothers were exposed to the illegal cocaine trade, and this would become an essential part of their musical careers. Malice started out as a solo act, formed the group Jarvis, and was introduced to Pharrell Williams, one half of the production team, the Neptunes. Impressed with his lyrical talents, Williams formed a working relationship with him. Pusha was just a bystander with his brother, but one day he decided to write a rap and perform after he was pushed by Pharrell. Malice and Pharrell were impressed with his talent, and it was Pharrell who suggested they should become a duo. Thus, the Clipse was born. However, in 1992, Malice went to serve in the army to support his family. This was a holdup in the duo's plans, and it would not be until 1994 when Malice would return from his duties they would eventually start working together. Then Pharrell Williams helped him secure a recording contract at Elektra in 1996. Under Elektra, and with the Neptunes handling the production, the Clipse recorded its debut album, Exclusive Audio Footage. The group's first single, The Funeral, helped to generate fan interest in the album, but failed to make a significant chart impact. With The Funeral deemed a failure, Exclusive Audio Footage itself was shelved. That is, until it was a surprise release a few days after Pusha T's latest solo album was released. The Clipse was released from Elektra shortly thereafter, but promotional CDs of the album still exist. In early 2001, Williams signed the duo to Arista Records through his recently established Star Trek imprint. With the backing of the record label and the Neptunes, Clipse proceeded to record material for their debut album. The lead single, Grindin', was released on May 14, 2002, and was an instant hit. It peaked at number 30 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song would go on to become Clipse's most well-known song, and many publications ranked this single highly on their year-end lists. The second single, When the Last Time, was dropped on July 30th. It would become the group's highest charting song, peaking at number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100 and staying in the chart for 21 weeks. Clipse then released its commercial debut, Lord Willin', on August 20th, 2002. The album opened at number 1 on the Billboard Top R&B and Hip Hop Albums chart and number 4 on the Billboard 200, selling 122,000 in its first week. On October 1st, 2002, a month after its release, Lord Willin' was certified gold by the RIAA. A third single, Ma, I Don't Love Her, featuring Faith Evans, was released on December 3rd, 2002. It peaked at number 86 on the Billboard Hot 100 and staying on the chart for 6 weeks. Also in 2002, Clipse were guest artists on Justin Timberlake's first solo single, Like I Love You, another Neptunes-produced crossover radio hit. It peaked at number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100. Clipse also featured on the song What Happened to That Boy with Birdman. Pusha T featured in singer Nivea's second single, Runaway, I Wanna Be With You, which peaked at number 47 in Australia. In 2003, Clipse went on tour with rapper 50 Cent. In late 2003, Clipse began recording material for their second album, Hell Hath No Fury. However, further work on the album ground to a halt in 2004 when Arista Records' urban artists were absorbed by its sister label Jive Records as a part of a larger merger between Sony Music Entertainment and BMG. Due to contractual requirements, Clipse was forced to stay on Jive, while Star Trek and the rest of its roster moved to the new home at Interscope Records. While Clipse resumed work on the album and eventually finished its recording, the duo became increasingly frustrated with Jive as the label overlooked them in favor of more pop-oriented acts on its roster, which caused numerous delays in the release of Hell Hath No Fury. As delays continued, the group asked for a formal release from its contract. When Jive refused to grant this request, the duo sued the label. While the litigation took place, Clipse released new material through their legendary We Got It For Cheap mixtape series, which featured Clipse and Philadelphia rappers Ab Liva and Sandman. The group was collectively known as the Re-Up Gang. We Got It For Cheap Volume 1, which was the first official collection of new material from Clipse since the release of their debut album Lord Willin', was released in 2004 and received positive reviews from critics. Volume 2 of the series was released in 2005 and it received widespread critical acclaim. It is considered to be one of the best mixtapes of the early 2000s. On May 9, 2006, Clipse finally reached an agreement with Jive Records. They were to release the album through its own Re-Up Records label along with Jive. They then toured with Ice Cube throughout May and set a release date of August 29th. Clipse dropped the first single, Mr. Me Too, with Pharrell Williams on May 23, 2006. It peaked at number 65 on the Hot R&B and Hip Hop Songs chart. However, the release date of the album was pushed back to October 31st. On that date, Clipse did not drop the album. Instead, dropped the single Wamp Wamp What It Do with Slim Thug. The song peaked at number 96 on the Hot R&B and Hip Hop Songs chart. We're going to take a short ad break here and get right back to the show. Thank you for listening to that ad. Now back to the show. Hell Hath No Fury was finally released on November 28, 2006. The album received universal acclaim, with many publications citing it was the best by the duo. The hip-hop magazine XXL gave the album a XXL rating, making it a 5-star album. The album currently holds an average score of 89 on the Metacritic. It debuted on number 14 on the Billboard 200, selling 80,000 copies in its first week. The album would go on to receive high positions on many publications' year and decade end charts, and it is considered to be one of the best albums of the 2000s. After this, duo began discussions with several record labels, eventually signing with Columbia Records on October 26, 2007. On February 5, 2008, the duo released the third installment of the We Got It For Cheap series as a free download on their website. On August 8, 2008, the duo released Re-Up Gang's debut studio album, Clipse Presents The Re-Up Gang, through Koch Records. The album's first single, Fast Life, was produced by Scott Storch. The single was originally slated for the duo's third album, but they felt it would be better used on the Re-Up Gang album. Only Malice and Pusha T appear on the track, and it is the only studio album from the group, as after the release of the album, Sandman left the group. In November 2008, Clipse announced the launch of their own fashion line, Play Clothes. A mixtape called Road Till the Casket Drops was released on December 1, 2008, in promotion of the line and their upcoming album. Their final studio album, Till the Casket Drops, was released on December 8, 2009. In a departure from the group's previous works, which only featured production from the Neptunes, the album features production from Diddy's production team, The Hitman, and DJ Khalil. The album did not fare as well commercially as the group's first two albums, peaking at number 41 on the Billboard Hot 200. Peaking at number 41 on the Billboard Hot 200 albums chart, selling 31,000 copies in its first week. At a concert on April 30, 2010, Malice announced that he and Pusha T would release solo albums later in the year. On September 12, 2010, Pusha T confirmed to MTV that he had signed with Kanye West's Good Music label. He would go on to work with Kanye on his 2010 album My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and be featured on the hit single Runaway. He has gone on to embark on a successful solo career and has released many bodies of work and 4 studio albums. In 2015, he was named president of Good Music. His new album dropped earlier this year. In 2011, Malice published the book Wretched, Pitiful, Poor, Blind, and Naked. The book is a memoir about his life, as well as his conversion to Christianity. In 2012, he changed his stage name to No Malice. He felt his previous name had a negative meaning and now wanted to spread a positive message. He collaborated with Lecrae on his mixtape Church Clothes in the song Darkest Hour. He also appeared on the music video for Lecrae's song off of his Lord Have Mercy, which features Tadashi and is from his 2013 Grammy Award-winning Best Gospel Album, Gravity. In 2013, he released his debut studio album, Hear Ye Him, via Re-Up Records. In 2013, he released his debut studio album, Hear Ye Him, via Re-Up Records. In 2016, he released a documentary, The End of Malice, which recalled the exact moment Clipse broke up and why. His second studio album, Let the Dead Bury the Dead, was released in 2017 by Re-Envision. Despite various rumors of a Clipse reunion, No Malice said at South by Southwest in 2014 that the band was finished, that there would not be another Clipse album. However, in a 2016 interview, No Malice said about a possibility of a reunion, I'm gonna tell you that I learned to never say never, and I don't shut the door on anything. I really don't. In fact, I would like to see Clipse do it. I've said it before, my brother and I would definitely make clown soup out of all these MCs. Now that much I know. In 2019, Clipse finally reunited to feature on Kanye West's album Jesus Is King on the track Use This Gospel. Pusha T expressed his feelings towards the duo collaborating again in an interview with Vulture, stating, I'm the younger brother, man. I mean, I'm happier than I can't even express it. He claimed that the whole theme of the Jesus Is King album totally speaks to where my brother is. In 2022, Clipse have reunited twice, once to feature on Japanese fashion designer and DJ Nigo's album I Know Nigo on the track Punch Bowl, produced by the Neptunes, and on the last track from Pusha T's new album It's Almost Dry on the track I Pray For You featuring Labyrinth and Malice. Following the release of the album on Pusha T's press run, he has been asked about the possibility of a new Clipse album, saying he wants it to happen and he may be able to convince Malice to do it, but it won't be easy. Now let's go to the discography for this group, starting with exclusive audio footage unreleased from 1999 that has since been released, with the date being April 28, 1999, Lord Willin' in 2002, Hell Hath No Fury in 2006, and Till the Casket Drops in 2009, along with their We Did It For Cheap mixtape series. Clipse is one of the greatest duos of all time, street rap legends, absolute icons of the game. Everyone loves Clipse. They truly set trends and are still prevalent to this day. For these two men to be as dominant as they are on the mic, and for them to literally be brothers, is one of the most unlikely scenarios imaginable. To be a top MC is difficult enough. To have two top MCs come from the same home isn't even really possible. And yet God works in mysterious ways. Thank you, Gene and Terrence Thornton, for your masterful works of art. Thank you, Malice and Pusha T, for a poetic glimpse into your world. Thank you. And thank you for listening to this episode of Hip Hop History. Please like, subscribe, and leave a review where possible. Thank you, and have a great day.